Senator Graham, our next subject is the issue of civil unrest in this country. You know, social change in this country has come about when women and racial minorities have marched and protested. Sometimes that's resulted in rioting. Certainly no one supports lawlessness. You have said in the past that you support Black Lives Matter. Have you met with members of that organization, first of all?
I met with pastors, I met with people in the African American community, and here are the facts. Do I believe our cops are systemically racist? No. Do I believe that South Carolina is a racist state? No. And let me tell you why. To young people out there of color, to young immigrants, this is a great state. The one thing I can say without any doubt, you can be an African American and go to the Senate. You just have to share the values of our state. Tim Scott is in the Senate. He's the only African American Republican in the country. Nikki Haley is a daughter of Indian immigrants raised in Denmark, South Carolina. She became our governor. In South Carolina, folks, it's not about the color of your skin or where you came from. It's about your ideas. The reason I'm going to win this race is because my ideas, my conservative philosophy, my willingness to reach across the aisle fits our state. I am in line with Tim Scott and Nikki Haley. My opponent's going to lose, not because of race, but because he's aligned with the most liberal people in the country. He's raising $50 million from liberals all over the country to flip this state into the Democratic column. It's not going to work. So count me in for reforming the police. I voted for the First Step Act that gave African American males and Hispanic males who've been imprisoned under the Joe Biden Three Strikes You Out bill. President Trump led the way. I worked with Cory Booker. There are a lot of people getting out of jail who were sentenced to long terms in jail for nonviolent offenses. They can go back to their families. They can get a job. 31% of our state is African American. I'm asking to every African American out there, look at my record. I've been supporting historically black colleges and universities, and I'm glad President Trump has made it a permanent fixture now. We don't have to beg every year for the money. I care about everybody. If you're a young African American, an immigrant, you can go anywhere in this state. You just need to be conservative, not liberal.
Senator Graham, I would just like to talk about that a little bit more. If you could explain yourself, you say that you don't believe that there is systemic racism, but you named two people who are elected officials, former Governor Nikki Haley as well as Senator Tim Scott. Do you think that there is a problem that you're still able to only name so few people of color when it comes to people who have had marked success in their careers and in their lives? That perhaps there is a problem when you can only name so few.
Here's a problem. I think naming Nikki Haley and Tim Scott are national leaders in the Republican Party. I consider this a proud moment for South Carolina, not just for the Republican Party. Tim Scott has tried to reform the police. Tim Scott gets called names you would not believe. All I can say when it comes to South Carolina, you don't have to take my word for it. You can go as far as you want to go if you have values associated with our state. Here's the problem. Tim Scott's been stopped 6 or 7 times on Capitol Hill by the police. I never have. And I want to deal with that. I want more police officers from the community. I want to make sure that we have transparency in policing. I want more body cameras. I want to recruit more people. I want to involve de-escalation training. I want the police to be well equipped to deal with the problems they have, but you have no idea what it's like to be a cop now. I've talked to the police officers all over the state. They feel abandoned. They feel like they're the bad guy. I am not going to be part of that movement. I am not going to empower what I think is an assault on law and order. With me, you will get reform, but I'm not going to abandon the cops. With me, I will stand up to the mobs.
Senator Graham, thank you.